Yo, 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 what up, y'all? Welcome to the Lyricist podcast. You are now rocking with your man, Lyricist, K Spiffy, and Dear for Life. K Spiffy, what's going on with you, bro?
What up? What up? Pokemon with guns.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that in a little bit. We actually was talking about that off air. It's called Pal World. That's just pretty sweet. Dear for Life, man, what's going on with you, homie?
Nothing much, just chilling, ready to get into these topics.
All right, start us off.
Well, y'all know me. I'm always talking about what I heard, what's wrong with the game today. Today I turned on the radio. I don't know who I heard, but it was trash. I couldn't tell you whose name it was, couldn't tell you the name of the song, but it was trash, right? So we're used to that. We're desensitized right now. Everything that's going on, especially lyric wise, I would say. So I was thinking, who's the lead name in today's young generation? And the first names that came to mind were Kodak and 21. I know there's probably many more, but I'll be honest with you, I'm not totally familiar with all the new rappers that are hot right now, because I won't give a lot of stuff a chance. I listened to it one time, and if I don't like it, I pretty much know that the rest of the catalog is going to sound the same nowadays. That's how I feel. So would y'all agree Kodak would be the face of this new generation?
Definitely one of the faces.
Okay, so let's
Definitely
just say he's one of the faces. He's on the Rushmore of today's generation of rap.
And that's very true. That's barely debatable. I agree.
Okay. So lyrically, are we checking for Kodak Black? Is he saying anything on the microphone? I may be unaware, because I've listened to the stuff. I've listened to his last album. I feel like there's no versatility on there. I feel like there's this quote Dre had. There's dope voices in hip hop. If you got a voice, you're a step ahead of everybody else in a way. And I can't get into Kodak's voice. I'll be honest with you. I don't know if it's the mumbling he does or it's the Florida lingo. I know he has an army behind him. I know people love Kodak. I'm not hating on him. There's no disrespect to Kodak. I know he's got like a whole beehive going. People compare him to Michael Jackson, which is crazy.
Yeah,
but if he's the face of this new generation of hip hop, and he's influencing everybody else that's coming after him, I don't think that says a lot of good things about the state of the game today compared to, when we were growing up and we had people were influenced by Jay-Z and, Eminem or whoever you want to put up. I could go on, but
yeah.
I know there's a lot of people who would disagree with me on that take, and I understand everybody likes something different. Everybody is attracted to different sounds, and and that's okay. But when I listen to something, the first thing I'm checking for is the lyrics. What are you saying? How are you saying it? How are you putting these words together? Are you talking about something? Is there substance in what you're saying? And as a whole, today's genre of hip hop is not talking about anything at all. So let me just start out by saying that, and then I'll let y'all go.
Okay. All right, Kay, you want to
go? You can go.
All right. Here's my thoughts. So the faces of hip hop right now, Kodak being one of them, 21 Savage, and NBA YoungBoy. The obvious ones.
Yes.
Also, you have, Jack Harlow, you have Yeet, and you have, I would say Chief Keef, but just one of those things. It's like he's in between generations. And you got Dirk. That's a part of conversations as well. I can see the improvement in Dirk as an artist. I can say for Kodak, I've seen the improvement in him as well. I like his substance more than I do 21 Savage. His features are a lot stronger, in my opinion. I think he does well. Yeet is not good to me. but a lot of the kids like you. But I put NBA YoungBoy in that same conversation as well. Is that due to the oversaturation, I don't think they're good artists, or what they put out is quality. So I give the quality scale. I lean more towards Kodak when it comes to the quality. He don't put out a ton of bad shit, and he doesn't oversaturate. So if I had to rock with anybody from this generation, it would be Kodak. And that's just my opinion. You know, I think Kodak is consistent. He meshed well with the generation before, you know, like Kendrick and, you know, all the other guys, Cole and them. So, you know,
right.
But when it comes to, here's the part where people make it's not going to like what I have to say. It's not a lot of substance to begin with this generation. So you'll be grasping at straws if you're looking for lyricism.
You're right.
And we at a time where it is artists like Yachty is even trying to turn the corner and become more lyrical now.
Yeah, I can appreciate that too.
So it's like you can see where they see that, okay, our thought pattern from the beginning is not working. So for longevity, we got to turn a corner. And people don't realize, it's like, yeah, the fun, dancing, music, and everything else is going to always be around. That is a part of hip hop too. But when it comes to the staple of hip hop is storytelling and lyricism. So it's going to always go back to that format, always. So when people are tired of dancing, like, look, we had a snap era. What happened? We went right back to lyrics.
Yeah.
We had the Harlem Shake and the Crunkin' and all that other shit. And what happened? It went right back to lyricism. You know, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, you know, they wasn't doing anything crazy during those periods. But when people were done doing all that shit, it defaulted back to that. So I commend the artists like the Yachty's and the Kodaks that's actually taking the time to put more substance into their music and not just putting out an abundance of dog shit like NBA YoungBoy. So with that, I'll take a step back. Spiffy is on you, homie.
Yeah. First off, so yeah, we basically your argument is based on like who's popular, right?
Yes. I would say who's most influential in today's young generation is who I'm talking about. And the first names, you know, that come to my mind were NBA, of course, Kodak, 21, just, you know, the mainstream guys.
So it's an influential argument. It's not,
well,
because I'm trying to understand what you're trying to say before I say anything. Because if you say it's just influential, then sure, I that's fine. But then, like, you say who's the best in this generation?
Yes. I was definitely approaching it that way too. As far as the best of this generation, I would say 20. I mean, they're all comparable in my opinion. I don't know if we're doing it the tiers like we did. I would say they're all on the same tier, but I know a lot of people will disagree with me on that, and that's okay. But if I had to pick one, it would probably be Kodak by default.
He's the best one in this generation.
Oh, out of the names that we just said, right, the NBA and 21, but the most influential, the one that's the best would be Kodak. But like I said in the text, I would take XXXTentacion over Kodak. I liked his music a lot more. I felt like he had more of a message. He was talking about more. He had substance. He was more versatile. All his tracks sounded like they sounded different. I felt like he
was a more well-rounded artist.
Yes, for sure.
His artistry was a different level.
His albums,
just like Juice WRLD. Both of those.
Oh, Juice WRLD got more talent than Kodak and 21 put together. And I mean, Juice WRLD is out of this world. I can appreciate Juice WRLD. He's talented as hell. It's sad that he's not around, because if he was influencing the generation, that would be great for hip hop. I love Juice, so I have nothing bad to say about him, but it's the whole Kodak thing that I'm sticking to. I mean, he's sticking to a lot of minds and ears right now, especially the young ones. And I feel like that's important, and especially it's important because of what he's saying. And I just can't relate to what he's talking about. So maybe that's why. But I feel like lyrically, he's not. Maybe I'm holding him too high of a scale, too high of a bar. But lyrically, he's not. He's not an MC. He's not. You know. Does he have bars? Is Kodak dropping bars?
No.
Okay. That's all I'm saying. So,
but basically, okay. So okay. All right. First of all, Kodak to me does not resonate with this generation simply for the fact that he's been in the game since 2014.
okay.
Same thing with like why I understand like he's gotten more popular. That's fair. And like same thing like YB, he's gotten way more popular. That's fair. And they have some influences to some degree. But same thing like and again like y'all probably are like coinciding it with like what's the most popular sound. So but them by default they're gonna be appealing to the average fan, and that's fair. So like Little Durk is also one of those rappers to me that appeals to the average fan. Such as like these gangster rap, because that's all this is. It's just like it's gangster rap.
Yeah.
So in my opinion, I feel like Uzi is gonna probably be one of those as well. Even though he's not a gangster rapper, I feel like his sound is just a lot of kids just really resonate with it. I feel like in a way, well, I want to say Future, but I wouldn't even. I don't know. I would probably say Future, Young Thug. I'll probably say one of those two. But as in like them being the best in this generation, hell no. None of them are the best in this generation. None of them.
Oh, that's a great thing. I can agree with that. None of them are the best.
No,
and I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, because the thing is, you have artists from 2 generations ago still perched up top, but nobody wants to talk about that because then it becomes the old head versus young head talk.
Right.
So,
We'll get into that. So.
Yeah.
But as far as your XXXTentacion take, 21 Savage is leaps and bounds better than XXXTentacion. XXXTentacion had more potential upside, but the problem I have with XXXTentacion is like, first of all, his producers milked the shit out of him. That's not his fault. They milked him. They used him as much as they could to get every little penny and dime out of him, and they're wrong for that shit. Because Bad Vibes Forever was one of the worst projects he's ever created. But it's not his fault because his producers, they try to link and pair each and last little thing that he's ever created and just put it out a project. And the project was just terrible. But then even when he was alive, Joey Badass even talked about this. Joey Badass said to him, he talked about it on 2000. You can go to the album, it's called 2000. You can go back to it. He sat here and told him, he was like, hey man, look, your album Cohesive is bad. That's one of my issues with him. He's like, his albums are just all over the place. He doesn't know what genre he wants to stick to. One minute you're hearing a rock song, one minute you're hearing a rap song, one minute you're hearing a hip hop song. He's all over the place. But the guy lyrically, again, he has I think he had really a lot of good potential because he was one of my favorites coming out of the late 2010s. But then like that was just one of the issues I had with him because it's like and this is the reason why I have 21 Savage over him, because 21 Savage in his own right, he got better as well throughout the early 2010s. I would not consider that version. But like 2017 and up 21, I'm impressed, actually. I'm impressed. And then feature wise, he goes dummy on features. So, but that's just me though. But I don't even think 21 Savage is a top 10 rapper today. I think he's like 20. But that's just me.
Yeah, it's like if you tell most people to pick their top 10 current rappers, not talking about the staples, I think a lot of people will struggle with that. Because of course, for a lot of people, it's gonna be, oh well, number one, it's gonna be between Kodak and NBA Youngboy at number one. 21 will probably be somewhere between 4 and 5. But it's like you know, 21 has improved a lot. He has been. He's a safe bet, and he's locked in because he had the pleasure of working with Drake. Now,
Oh, that was great for his career. I would have never expected that. I mean, I guess I don't know what to expect anymore, but that was great for him. I mean, that gave him a boost, I'm sure, for his career doing album with Drake.
But you know what? I think that was better for Drake.
Oh, you think so?
I think it was better for Drake
because he needed it. His album discography needed it. He was on a terrible album.
Oh yeah, you can make that argument.
Yeah,
21 Savage did not need that album.
No, it's like because he would have still consistently been 21 Savage to the fans.
Right.
So that elevated him, but he didn't need that elevation. So it's a good thing that he was in the right place at the right time because he had to work with Drake, and Drake needed that for the sake of relevance. Mm-hmm. No one's going to talk about that because they're like, oh, well, that's disrespectful. That's just hate. And I'm like, y'all not going to talk about the fact that Drake put out a bunch of mid or below mid ass albums.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I refer to the current time of music as medieval time. Okay.
Yes, great way to put it.
we are caught up in a point of hip hop. We're getting a bunch of mid, so we're in the medieval time of bullshit. Okay, and some of the stuff that look, it is some diamonds in the rough. It is. I'm not gonna say all of it's trash, but a nice portion of it is ass. Mm-hmm. So we're about due for another golden age.
I don't think Kodak Black is good at all.
I put it to you like this. I think Kodak has improved to the point to where it is you can actually look at him through the same lens you look through it at like Young Thug. You could. I mean, because he's improved that much. And I think it's because of who he has surrounded himself with. I think it's kind of like the Yachty take. It's like Yachty just been hanging around people like J. Cole and them there. He forced to rap. Even that last song he just put out where he sampled Benny Siegel. It's like lyrically you can hear where he's improved.
Yeah, you can hear him.
He's improved, but I still don't think it's in a way where I can still put him on certain tiers. I just cannot.
Oh no. Hey, look, it takes a lot more than one or two songs to change tiers. It takes more than an album to change tiers. You gotta be consistently doing that shit.
But then also I just don't think that's him also. I'm not looking for Kodak lyrically. That's just I already know my limits with him. It's like Uzi. I don't look for Uzi for lyricism. I don't look for Future for lyricism. But if I know you have the ability to, I'm gonna hold you to that standard. So
right, it's much easier to actually hold people to that standard.
Yeah,
and it's like where it is, people it's all based on what you're looking for in the artist.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like me and you fuck with like, or all of us, we fuck with like West Side Boogie, Lupe Fiasco, Royce the 5'9", Black Thought, we fuck with people like that. Those are the diamond in the rough. Like when we get shit from them, like, oh man, that's solid shit. Big Crit.
Yes.
Who also put out another project?
We needed more Slaughterhouse projects, man. When they disbanded, that was crazy. And Eminem put that together because he was trying to put the game back to where it was. He was trying to, put lyrics at the forefront again, but it just didn't work.
That's why he signed Slaughterhouse and Griselda at the same time. He was really, really trying to push that shit. Like, put artists first. So that was I respect the move, but I kind of seen how Joe works. That's too much organization for Joe.
I can't believe it lasted that long with Joe because it's just crazy, man. He's just out there.
And that's why, I mean, Royce, I understand that's your boy. You got to rock with him, but you don't rock with him to the point to where that you just destroy all relationships. All of you guys are like brothers.
Yeah.
And to just pick a side and like let the other ones fall to the wayside, that's not cool.
Right.
But that's just my personal thoughts on that. But yeah, it's like, I feel like this generation need that standout. And I don't know who it is. Because like Kay said, technically, Kodak and 21 is from they caught in between 2014, everything else. We already like 10 years in, and we looking at a new generation of hip hop. And
you mean like the clear cut current day best rapper?
Yeah, I mean, but think about it. From 2014 until now, we already 10 years in. Mm-hmm. So we looking at a new generation, right? Every decade is a new generation.
Right.
I think maybe one day we should you have like Word Excel? You have Word Excel on you. Okay, yeah. Maybe one day we should do next pod we should do
a breakdown.
Well, we should all like make a top 10 current day list.
Okay.
We should do that.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
So you can
make sure I'm not posted on TikTok because niggas like sniping content.
They take the content. Remember where they got it from.
Ooh.
Power.
Fucking weirdos. Fearless. I never thought of this before. Wow. Ooh. Fucking. I'll tell you, man.
All right.
Niggas high top phase ain't too tight. But yeah. Moving on. Hey, look, I would be me if I had talk a little shit. They'd be all right.
No, you good.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But yeah, man, I don't know, man. It's like this generation needs a standout. This is like every generation prior, and that's the part that kind of concerns me about hip hop. And I'm like, and I believe to this generation, their standout is NBA Youngboy.
Yeah, I was about to say that they believe Youngboy is the standout, which is crazy and it's bad.
And I don't think NBA Youngboy is better than Kodak. I don't.
I don't.
I will say this. Flow wise, I like YB. Sonically wise, I like Kodak. But yeah, I think YB is a little bit more audible. I will say that. I can't understand him more than Kodak. But
if I had to be on something like
I think it's a mid off.
It is a mid off. Look, I would take Tizo touchdown rapping, even though that motherfucker, he's like baby XX Tentacion.
He can sing. He can.
So he can sing. I would take Tizo touchdown. I would take Baby Tron, and Baby Tron got some fucking hidden gem of bars, dude. That dude surprised the shit out of me, dude. And it's not because he's from Detroit. It's just that I hear this dude rap, and I'm like, this is so fucking weird to me that this dude is off beat, but he got bars. And when he's on beat and he's like actually like ripping, it's like it sounds good. But it's like I think Baby Tron is a lot better lyrically than NBA Youngboy. So I think T Grizzly
T Grizzly clears.
I think T Grizzly shits on him.
T Grizzly clears.
People be like, oh no, T Grizzly ain't that good. I'm like, bro, I mean, T Grizzly, Sada Baby. T
Grizzly's clear.
Even Sada Baby is better than YB.
Yeah,
there's a lot of people better than YB. I don't know about the name. I haven't heard too much about the Babytron and Sada Baby, and I think it was one other one. But T Grizzly, I can definitely hear T Grizzly.
42 Doug.
No, 42 Doug. No, not 42 Doug. Not 42.
I don't fuck with 42 at all. I mean, but no offense to 42, ain't my shit.
Yeah.
But you know, maybe I'll give it another try. I try to be fair to artists. So.
I will say this: I think YB peaked higher than Kodak because there was a time when Kodak had nothing but like retarded bars that can make you laugh. It was that laughable.
But you know what? Even it's like
bad.
Okay, it was bad. But like, okay, and I know you hate this argument. I know you hate it. Just brace yourself for it, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Peak wise, commercial success. I don't think YB is there. He's not even in this. He's not even in the same discussion as Kodak.
That's cool. I mean, I'd still take top over anything. Over anything that nigga's made. I'm sorry. Because that nigga painting picture, if you go back and listen to Painting Pictures, it's the most funniest lyricism you ever hear. It's so funny. It's so funny. He's talking about give me some time. I could bring up some bars. I'll bring some.
Take your time.
But y'all can go ahead and.
Yeah. But you know what? That was another argument I heard. Is like, they was arguing about it yesterday, on TikTok, and I thought it was like it was the. I said, are we really arguing like mediocrity? Like mediocrity. They're talking about like the fucking who had the best peak and shit, like between Bow Wow and NBA YoungBoy.
What the
fuck? Are we really having a conversation about mid-ass artists? Okay, let me help you. Bow Wow had the better peak. Bow Wow has the better career. Bow Wow is the superior artist. And I don't really care for him. But
wait, Bow Wow had the better career.
Yeah.
No, you
Hell
lost
yeah.
You lost him. His career.
Bow Wow, okay. 10 million records sold, 14 million digitally. NBA YoungBoy did 11.5, okay, million. But career-wise, Bow Wow has had the better career.
Now, YB has over 4 billion streams, though.
Yeah, but we talking about fucking. I'm talking about album streams, not actual like streams overall. I'm talking about album streams. So if it equates to sales, album sales, it's 14 million. So. But overall, I didn't count all of Bow Wow streams. So I'm talking about like albums that was treated like album sales. So technically, when they separate that shit in the RIAA pool, they 14 million. Okay, that's damn near diamond. Okay, but what I'm saying when it comes to NBA YoungBoy, worldwide success.
Sorry,
did you hear about your mic?
No, I didn't.
I just make sure you're good.
I sneezed. My bad.
Yeah, no, you're good, man. But I don't think career-wise, YoungBoy even touches Bow Wow. Bow Wow has sold out Madison Square Garden multiple times.
All right, you ready for the bar?
Go for it.
I would cook on the number thing, but like. I just don't. I can't see. I don't even care about these two artists, so I don't really care.
I don't give a shit about that. That's why I said. That's why I literally said that. Are we having a conversation?
But I wouldn't be.
About mediocrity?
Yeah, But as far as that, I wouldn't be surprised if YB had better numbers. But just because he's just been in the game longer, because he has, to be fair. But again, I don't give a damn about these two niggas. No. But basically, the bar is baby girl that. And this is Kodak Black saying this. Baby girl, that pussy wetter than chicken noodle soup. Baby girl, that pussy sounds like ramen noodle soup. That pussy sounding like we stirring up some gumbo.
Yeah, that's the GOAT, man. That's the GOAT.
That's what y'all niggas praise. Hey, that's
the GOAT.
Not you, Lyricist, but I'm just saying that someone's watching. I hope this is a clip because this will be a funny clip. But that's the niggas y'all niggas talk about, bro.
Hey,
this nigga
man.
Kodak.
Better than Michael Jackson.
Better than Michael Jackson. Stirring up the pussy like gumbo.
Hey, bro, that's hood bandering right there. That's hood bandering. Everybody in the hood like noodles. Like Roberts.
No, that nigga sucks, bro. Come on. Oh, Little Baby was one of the names we didn't bring up as well.
Yeah, Little Baby having a hard fall off right now, bro.
Yeah, he fell off hard.
Man, he's having a monumental fall off. Shit, bro.
No, well, I think he's still popular enough.
Bro,
when he went against Gunna, that made it worse. I feel like when he went against
Gunna is one of the. You could use Gunna too if you wanted to.
Bro, look. You know it's bad when fucking Black Twitter.
But you brought up Jack Harlow.
#, but Jack Harlow he's doing fucking great right now. That
He's
last
falling
album,
off too.
No, he ain't.
Yeah, all right.
No.
We're just gassing now.
No, look, bro, I'm not even a Jack Harlow fan. That last record he had, dude, he already went platinum with that last record.
That's cool, but okay, so we're not looking at quality. All right, never mind.
No, look, we gotta look. I want you to understand this. When we say fall off, I need a person to fall off commercial as well.
How's Lil Baby falling off commercially?
Because he ain't put out another number one record in almost 3 years.
You got to put out a number one record to be good.
He was the man for it. He the one to start the fucking run. Every single track he was on, everybody was talking about his features. Everybody's talking about the numbers he was putting up. He was the man to call when you need a hot feature. He was that guy for a minute to the point to where it is he can't even sell out fucking arenas. So yeah, that was the start of a fall off.
It didn't help when Young Thug's dad called him out either. He said, "Stop this and gonna," or something like, "You don't know what you're talking about." That didn't help. So
it's like it contributed to like the downturn. Now I know you hate talking about commercial success, but we gotta also be fair. These guys work hard to get there. So he
still is popular though.
Well, who?
Lil Baby still is a popular rapper.
If he's popular, then his tickets will sell.
But he's still selling though. I don't understand. He doesn't. He might not sell to the maximum degree, but he's still selling. His money.
Bro, he's canceled tours because of it, because of low ticket sales. He's canceled shows because of low ticket sales. He cannot fill an arena. He can't. He's not performing because of that shit.
What's Kodak Black's ticket sales?
Kodak sells. I mean, but Kodak is not even doing like tours by himself right now. He on other people's tours.
I'm just saying, let's keep the same standard.
Yeah, same standard. I'm pretty sure if that motherfucker was to actually say that he was going on tour, he gonna pick the right venues.
I feel like Kodak's got like a cult following though.
Yeah, Kodak is good.
Lil Baby has a cult following too.
Why does he really?
Yes, go on Twitter.
But
Twitter
I don't
is one of the worst places for it. You'll see niggas with 4PF in their fucking name. I promise you.
Yeah, I understand that, but what I'm saying is that I don't understand why people see a big difference between Kodak and Lil Baby. Kodak can sell tickets. Lil Baby can't. That was a conversation between him and the Baby. They was having a hard time selling out their shows. They were canceling concerts and tours and shit because of it.
Playboy Cardi doesn't sell out his shows.
Well,
he still has a cult following. He has a huger cult following.
If that motherfucker is at least doing 50% ticket sales, then he's good.
Lil Baby can't do 50% ticket sales?
Bro, whatever it was, ticket sales wise, either he canceled it or the venues canceled it. Look it up. You will see. He was struggling with that shit for a nice little period. He could not sell out the venue. That was a topic on it. It was a fucking hashtag. Lil Baby fall off and shit. That shit was a hashtag for over a month or two.
So what about Roddy Ricch?
No, Roddy Ricch done.
You think he's done?
I think he's done.
I mean, I think he's fell off too, but like he's not popular enough to at least get his first album played.
Look, Roddy Ricch, the smart move for him is like the Baby. Go on tour with somebody that fucking co-signed you and Roddy stay Ricch on that tour.
The Baby. Yeah.
No, but what I'm saying is that what saved the Baby is the fact that he went on tour with 50. That's what helped him. He not trying to tour by himself no more. He gonna do,
Okay, so why can't Lil Baby do that? He can't tour with Drake or something?
I don't know why he's not. I don't know what's up with that. He can do it. He got access to do it.
Or even better, why can't he tour with Dirk?
I don't know. Why isn't he doing it? The only thing I know is as far as his ticket sales, he can't hold up. So he is experiencing a bit of a dip or a fall off.
You're not saying no ticket sales. You're just saying not as high as like crazy high ticket sales. Is that what you're saying? That's the kind of ticket sales? Typically,
if you're able to sell 50% or more, you're guaranteed to perform. If you're selling well under that, if you're like in a 40 to 20%, they're canceling that fucking show. They're canceling it, or the actual tour manager canceled the show. He has had to cancel because he struggled with ticket sales, and they have a limit of sales that need to be met, and he had a hard time doing it. It's not I'm not being a hater. No. Yeah, I like Baby. I think I like his flow. I like his cadence. I think people bit off a lot of his shit too.
Oh, that's for sure.
I just wish feature Lil Baby was album Lil Baby, but they're not the same.
No, no, because feature Lil Baby, he be going
feature
crazy.
Lil Baby clears.
He be going crazy, man. Yeah, because he too damn good to be struggling with ticket sales. Yeah,
It's okay. I don't really factor ticket sales anyway to what you make, so I don't really give a damn
but as
about
far as music, well, I mean,
I'm saying as a consumer, I don't like if you get ticket sales, that's great, but I just don't believe that even if he was struggling ticket sales, he's not gonna. It's like the nigga's not gonna get any kind of tickets. Like I don't believe that. Because if MGK can still get some kind of ticket sales, you can too.
No, MGK picking his venues. His roadie is doing that shit. So when you have a booking agent or a road manager, they make sure that they pick the right venue that they know that you can either sell out or get close to 80%, so you can make so that's guaranteed money. Because the last thing that an artist want to do is give money back to the promoter. That's the last thing. So typically, and it's also the fucking, promoter's job too. Promote your fucking show, man.
But he signed with Atlantic Records, right?
Who?
Lil Baby. Who's he signed to?
I can't remember.
It's got to be somewhere in Atlanta. Has to be.
Well, they typically sign wherever the money is. Shit.
And he's only like 2 years removed away from his last album, which I feel like his last album was not all that great. But The Voice of Heroes was great, so I don't know.
I like that shit. I got it.
The Voice of Heroes.
Yeah,
The Voice of Heroes was good. So I don't.
Yeah,
maybe he's taking a break. I don't know. Does he got a family, a wife, kids? I don't know. He got kids, right? Some shit.
That nigga's still performing. But you know what? He did go over to Saudi Arabia. He performed there because he was requested. So, if you link up with somebody like Rock Nation that got all these Live Nation shows and shit like locked up, cool. That'd be good for him too. He's still somebody. It's the fact that this shit right here, the canceling of the shows and stuff, is like, that shows that there's some struggles. You know what I mean? So it's not saying that he's not a good artist. It's not saying that he doesn't have potential.
No. There's a lot of good artists that gets ticket sales.
I mean, and it's like
bad artists that gets ticket sales too.
Bro, the amount of people that I've seen that was riding with Lil Baby in a moment that he had a little bit of change up, he fell off. That's the problem right there. It's the wish-washy fans.
Do you still think he's good?
I still think he's a good artist.
Okay.
I
think he's all right. I think he's all right.
I still think he's a good artist for what we have right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like Dear Fly was talking about. You got Kodak, you got YB, but I think he's way better than YB.
Oh yeah,
that's by default. Yeah. I just need him to make better albums to make that argument better. That's just
but you know what? Bad albums versus bad albums. I'll choose a Lil Baby bad album over a fucking.
Oh no, I think YB made worse projects than Lil Baby. But I think again, this is me. I think, to be fair to YB, I think he has a project that makes it debatable. But I mean, that's how I give him. But I still think but talent, lyrically of a rapper. And like what brings to a rap song, I would take Lil Baby in a song than YB. That's just me though.
Yeah, I mean, I think his skill overwise, like overall, is a lot better than YB.
Okay.
It's like I don't think anybody checking for a YB feature, even a YB fan. I don't think they really.
Well, unless you want the streams.
Yeah, it's like. But he's only streaming high on fucking YouTube. What does it matter? It's like bro, you
like album streams. That could get you an extra 8 million.
But the thing is that he's pigeonholed. He can't do anything outside of YouTube. Really, he's not really doing any real fucking numbers anywhere else outside of YouTube. So it's like there was a debate about his dominance as an artist currently. But I'm like, yeah, his only argument is YouTube.
He has streams though. He gets good streams. Yeah, that man did not. But also, Lyricist, you got to admit that this nigga does put out 6 albums. No one does that. So he's gonna get streams regardless, even if it's bad or not.
Yeah, people have done it, but it's like nobody has the exposure. See, I think once he get off house arrest, and
I forgot he's still on that.
yeah, he's actually become more present in the industry. Let's see how much his fans ride for him then. I think it's going to be like the reverse effect. They ride with him because he's locked down. No different than, when Gunna was he was locked down. Everybody, oh, free Gunna. Okay, now that he's free, ain't nobody really talking about Gunna like that. Ain't nobody talking about him like that.
He'll come up again. He'll come up again. So,
who? Gunna?
Yeah, as in like talking points. Because once Young Thug gets out, if he does, we don't know.
Well, Young Thug gets out, that's gonna be a beef.
You think so?
Yeah, it's gonna be a legitimate beef.
I heard they're good though. I heard they're on good terms.
Well, I hope they're on good terms, because other than that, it looked like Gunna was a snitch.
Yeah, that was the narrative. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know how true the narrative is. I ain't gonna try to sit up here and guesstimate, nor do I give a fuck, because they're both mid.
Agreed.
Okay, I don't like that.
No, they are.
Not my Thug.
Oh, not no, I think Young Thug's better, but
my Thug.
No, that is not my. Hey, don't say that. Don't say that, please. Because I don't know. He be calling niggas bae and shit. I don't.
Yeah, he do. That's.
Yeah, I ain't with that. Don't say that.
Man, I know you ain't with that. That's why it's funny. Speaking of funny, let's move over to this other topic, man.
Okay.
So, while we got a little bit of time left.
Okay.
Dave Chappelle pretty much speaks on Cat Williams. So that's to be expected at one of his stand-up. It caused him and hold on a second. It caused him and D-Ray to get into it while he was on stage. So what Dave Chappelle is saying, that it's not okay for Cat Williams to take money out of pockets of black comedians while he's not giving that same energy to the white comedians. So it's a whole video about it. You'll hear Dave talking about the stuff. I want to see if I can play it here so we can get some context for y'all. Once again, I'm using TMZ. I thank you guys for having this up. I'm not stealing your content. Just want to share this with the people. So that's my disclaimer.
Game is this. You only eat the.
Hold on a second. Got to make sure.
You want to put it on widescreen?
Yeah.
If you don't mind. Okay. Oh yeah. If it got music, yeah, I don't know.
None of these white boys function like that. And Cat is one of the best painters in the game. So why are you drawing all ugly pictures of us?
That's unnecessary.
Stop. And Cat and hurt people, but I'm a hurt person. They never hurt people, and he does it all the time. Fuck this one and fuck that one and fuck this one. But nigga, I didn't do anything that you did wrong. You didn't do nothing wrong. Cat didn't do nothing wrong.
MREC TV.
I'm gonna bring a bitch with
okay,
my black
dude,
eye.
you get it.
Cat was talking about shit that niggas did to other niggas, but not about anything that niggas did to him. If I told my story, it would break your heart. Your heart. If I told my story, it would break your heart. I lost everything and never, ever told on anybody. And this nigga is the arbiter of truth. Cat, listen, I fuck with Cat hard.
MREC TV.
But,
oh my God.
But wait, D-Ray, just tell me what part of the game fucks up another nigga's paper?
MREC
What part
TV.
of the game is about telling on another nigga? Tiffany Haddish is lifting something heavy. and as clumsy as she is. I don't disagree with Cat. He be telling the real shit. Hey, this one's fucked up this way, and that
If I
one's
hear that
fucked
shit
up
one more
this
time, I
way.
swear to God.
Yes, nigga, that is true. But why would you say that? Because all of us are trying to be in a better situation. Can we get over it?
So,
MREC TV,
MREC
shut your ass
Rec
up.
TV.
So fucking annoying.
it's another one. So if you guys want to hear that,
Shout out MREC TV.
No,
shout out MREC.
we're not. No, he gets no promotion. He got like 6 times of promotion.
Playing his videos, we got to
He
promote.
did it himself.
This. He only eats with niggas. He didn't say anything.
I got beef with MREC.
None of these white boys, none of these white boys function like that. And Cat is one of the best painters in the game. So why are you drawing all ugly pictures of us? Stop. And Cat and hurt people, but I'm a hurt person that never hurt people. And he does it all the time. Fuck this one and fuck that one and fuck this one.
All right, so we heard that for the most part. So the other part you wanted to hear him, I wanted to hear him talk about the, hurting people's pockets shit.
Yeah.
So what are you guys' thoughts on that?
Shit, all I heard was MREC TV most of the time. But he said even though what he said, even regardless of what you may feel about it, he might just being honest and genuine.
Mm-hmm.
But he said he fucks with Cat at the end of the day. But
I mean, and that's the thing. It's like he made sure he gave that disclaimer just in case people try to turn it into an issue between him and Cat. Yeah. Is that he still fuck with him? He just don't like the fact that Cat is putting his energy on black comedians.
Yeah.
And it's bigger than that. To me, it's bigger than that.
Yeah. He said he never told anybody anybody's jokes.
He had said that he had some hard times. Some fucked up shit happened to him, but he never went after him. He never told people what happened. And maybe that was Dave's problem. Maybe that was his fault. Was that he didn't warn people of what they can experience in the industry. But I understand both sides of the spectrum. I just think that Cat told his truth, and it should be respected.
I feel like Cat may be a little bitter. He's been coming after Tiffany Haddish for a long time. He's been coming after Kevin Hart for a long time. Mm-hmm. I mean, he might feel like that his lane was overtaken by Kevin Hart, because for a minute there in the comedy genre, it felt like he was going to take over with the stand-ups and
Mm-hmm.
So then Kevin Hart kind of came out of nowhere and he just pushed everybody out the way. So I don't know. I'm not putting it past Cat to feel some type of way, because he's very outspoken. It seems he's very emotional about when he talks about Kevin Hart. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
But like, I fuck with Cat too. I love Cat. Anybody who doesn't love Cat Williams lying to you. They tell you they don't love, because he's funny as hell and he's a legend. So
yeah,
it's hard to put a finger on.
Yeah. Hopefully it shakes stuff loose and he kind of figure out what he wants to do, because I'm pretty sure people will still watch Cat Williams stand up. If he was to put out a new stand up on Netflix or in theaters or whatever, people will still give it the same energy. Cat don't realize how much people like him, how much people love him and his material. So I'm hoping that he can get past this. I'm really hoping that he does. I mean, it's good to tell the truth about the industry, but it can also bring a dark cloud that'll never go away. So,
I like what Dave Chappelle was saying too. I mean, he seemed like he was on point. What he said. I couldn't hear really what D-Ray was talking about. I didn't hear his rebuttals or anything. But
D-Ray was trying to say that Cat had a good point about everything, and he was trying to take up for him or say that he was excused from his behavior.
Yeah,
and Dave just wasn't hearing him. He's like, no. It's like, we gotta have some level of responsibility. When you start taking money out of people's pockets and you exposing this person, you exposing that person, but you're not doing the same thing to these other individuals, then that it looks bad. It looks bad for us as comedians and look bad for us as people. So
Yeah, for sure.
So I get it. So yeah. So I'm gonna skate past that. So I hope they get that shit figured out. But it was just some more news to share. And also in other news, we briefly talked about Kid Cudi and Lupe beefing. Now it's non-existent because Cudi actually apologized to Lupe. He said what he did was some bitch ass shit that was out of Cudi's mouth. So he was like, he felt like what he did was, was stupid. He apologized to him, and they're on good terms now. So that's the follow up from our previous episode when we spoke on that issue between those two. But yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. Is anything else you guys want to share before we wrap up the pod? Play Pal World.
Yeah,
great fucking game.
Pokemon with guns.
Pokemon with guns. Yeah.
Yep. That's what I gotta say.
Anything from you, dear?
Lupe's worst album is better than Kodak's best album.
I agree.
Take your pick.
In most deaths, best album is better than most other albums that's been released in 2023 and 24.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Black on both sides.
I mean, you named it 10, so
Huh?
you named it 10, so it's kind of you're kind of cheating. You're kind of cheating. So
How am I cheating?
you named it 10. That's a 10.
Yeah, Black on both sides is great, man. Can't help it.
No. If you said if you said 2015, nah.
You're just looking for a reason to argue. That's what that is.
Hey,
That album was dominant.
No, I said he was dominant. We're not gonna do this again.
Dominance. All right, y'all. We out of here.
Yeah, I can't wait to play that.
to the next pod. We appreciate y'all.